Cabin in the Woods, a book by Gasheri and Githeri, a short engagement. We'd love for you to be there to celebrate our love, Gasheri told Mom. Gasheri was not one for big weddings and was so excited to be getting married to her son. I've loved Githeri dearly from the first time I met him. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, but I truly love the man he is. A good listener, calm. I feel safe around him. He has been a true gentleman, kind and caring to all around him. It's funny, my heart fully trusts Githeri, and Githeri has had my heart since I met him. The best part is Githeri excites me and makes me long for this new journey we are embarking on for a lifetime. Although Githeri likes to call our journey eternal. As Gasheri looked over at him, she noticed him looking at her surprised at her outpouring. Githeri gave her a side hug and a little kiss. I was thinking we might give you a grandchild. God willing, Githeri said, smiling. Mom smiled at the thought of it and gave them her blessings and said the baby would be received with open arms. Gasheri and Githeri had had enough of cleaning for one day, so they decided to have a relaxed evening. After folding the laundry and putting it away, they sat down to enjoy some ice cream. Mom had gone to bed. They decided to start on the wedding plans the next day. Githeri was to talk to his pastor and find out if he was free on the day and available to officiate. It was going to be a very intimate ceremony, and they needed to decide on a venue. Gasheri was feeling tired and overwhelmed and wanted to sneak off to bed. I need to get some rest, Gasheri said, and told Githeri they would work on the plans next day. There was something he had been working on his laptop, so she kissed him goodnight and went to bed. Or so Githeri thought. Gasheri grabbed a quick shower and slipped into Githeri's room and into his bed and slept. When Githeri finally got to his room, he was surprised to find Gasheri in his bed. Githeri showered and got into bed, trying not to wake her, as he wondered what she was up to. She stirred as he got into bed, and he said, "Hi there." And she said, "I'm testing how comfortable your bed is," as she smiled at him. "I'm sleeping here tonight," she said. His head propped on his hand, he said, "Okay," looking amused. "Are we sleeping or getting a bit of cuddling tonight?" He asked. She told him they were sleeping in together. They cuddled up and Githeri kissed her on her shoulder and they slept. Gacheri woke up next morning to the sound of pouring rain. He seemed to have been up for a while. Githeri shared later he had been thinking about her and her family and how he had had a lot of fun with them. Do you have office work today or do we continue planning? Gacheri asked. I could finish up on the cleaning and then we could get back to planning later on. Githeri was stunned. You didn't say good morning, he said. She was trying to hide the fact that she was flustered when she woke up to him looking at her. He had been watching her sleep. He made her blush in between smiles. Now she knew he slept bare-chested. Not that she was complaining. Why did you sleep into my bed last night? Githeri asked her. I wanted to sleep with you. I thought it was a good idea. Truth is, I'm tired of sleeping in separate beds, Gacheri said. She had been thinking about it for a while. I loved it, Gacheri said, as she hugged him tight and he kissed her good morning. Githeri's hands attempted to go fishing, but she reminded him their promise to wait still stands. At this rate, it's advisable we get married today. If we're sharing a bed, Githeri said. They were both honoring their promise, no matter how hard it was proving to be, he thought, as he wondered if she was testing him. It was a good night, and Gacheri loved sleeping with him. And Githeri was a gentleman about it. There was a knock on the door. Mom was looking for him. She needed some help. Githeri said he'd be right out, wore a t-shirt, and went to see what Mom needed. She heard Mom ask where she was. She'd knocked on the door to her room, and there was no answer. He said Gacheri was in his room. Gacheri also got up and wanted to finish off the work they'd been doing the previous day. After saying a quick good morning to Mom, she was feeling flustered for not having been in her room when Mom went looking for her that morning. Gacheri made breakfast, set the table. Mom and Githeri were in the other room trying to sort out some issue. Gacheri let them know breakfast was ready and she would have hers later on, and excused herself. Gacheri wanted to finish up the pending housework first thing. The bathrooms needed some scrubbing. Gacheri had hoped to walk in on Mom and Githeri chatting. Githeri was mostly silent, listening, while Mom was chatting. Gacheri got on with the work at hand. and it was past lunch when she finished. She felt hungry as well. As she walked into the kitchen, Gasheri found them cooking, and that was a sight to behold. She sat down to have her breakfast, and as Gasheri quietly ate and watched them, Githeri asked Gasheri if she would like a priest to officiate their wedding, seeing as she was a Catholic. They had been debating about it with his mum. Since the church ceremony was traditionally done on the lady's side of the family, she was in deep thought about it for a moment, laughed, and Gasheri said, I like to think of myself as a Ruth. I go wherever you go. Or R, which is it? She asked. Githeri was so unbelievably happy with that answer. Let's go with your pastor, Gasheri said.